What a time that was over on Overpass. It seemed like it was almost going to be a 16-0 before ViCi salvaged the half in the end and then got some extra rounds up on the board, but only managed to find 6 in the end. It was a 16-6 situation, and Tyloo now in a situation where they could be taking this one 2-0 after finding ViCi's map pick. Now, we're in a situation where ViCi, they're not looking as good as we expect them to come into the matchup. It's a very serious situation here. The winner will be going into the grand final, loser down to the lower bracket. So this is their ticket to fast-track their way into the money early.
It is, and I think Tyloo's probably going to secure that if they keep playing like that. It wasn't even close. That was the biggest one-side stomping I've seen since the last time these two teams play, excluding the first map.
I think it's the first time we've seen this one-sided match overall. I mean, we haven't really seen anything like this so far in the DreamHack, both the Asia as well as the Oceanic region. I mean, what do you even say about that? Tyloo just coming out from round number 1, just absolutely swinging at ViCi Gaming, just confidence, aim-based gameplay. You can see, though, they still have that structure behind them. They're setting up for success. It looks like they're reading into what ViCi are doing, and that's the scary part, right? When Tyloo are looking like they're adapting and playing like this, now you're coming into Inferno. ViCi just need to step up. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's really it. And it's good to at least see Overpass. You know, we haven't, I think this is the first time we've seen it all week for DreamHack Masters. So good that that has been in the map pool, but unfortunately it was a very one-sided affair. Although, you know, Overpass in this current iteration, you don't usually see it look this CT-sided. It's been a while since the meta's really favored the CT side, and now that Kriegs are gone, everyone really has that opportunity. And it was just Danking really hitting everything, you know. You guys highlighted it before the end of the map there. Kaze having a very slow start for ViCi. We were talking about him being the playmaker, being the difference maker, and he just wasn't there today.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why we're even talking about CT sides. As far as I'm concerned, Tyloo played 2 T sides. So
yeah, pretty much. Okay, we're gonna
good for him.
Yeah, we're gonna execute on the T's now. So we're gonna throw this incendiary grenade. We're just gonna fight over here. We'll set up a crossfire to contain the aggression. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say beyond that. I mean, the weakest player, right, was somebody.
Yeah.
And he was still positive. That's all I have to say at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for Tyloo. There's not a whole lot to read into it there. I mean, I think that kind of game style could get them in trouble if they're not hitting their shots as cleanly as you saw today. They very much were sort of relying on the individual players to be able to win the fights, and even when they weren't winning them, you would have somebody make a push or make an information play on a different part of the map.
I think,
well, look, you speak about somebody, but backstage, I was sitting there watching, and I was like, boys, you need to get a couple of clips of this man. Summer was on fire with a rifle. There was many times where he was just opening up the site single-handedly, and as you have a look at the stats there, 126 ADR at the end of the map, 1.86 KD. That's insane. 26 kills for the map. It was crazy.
yeah, I think overall that was summed up by, yeah, Summer had a really, really good game, obviously, but he didn't look phenomenal in terms of, yeah, he was just instantly dinking people or whatnot. That was just like, a lot of the time it was really good positioning early on. He got his confidence up, and he realized that ViCi couldn't really contest him in aim deals. Even when he was entering on that T side, it's just like, all right, this is just the entry pathway. You can see that he's clearing out the corners really well. He was just feeling it at that moment. So he wasn't doing anything. Like, I know that sounds controversial. He wasn't doing anything exceptional. He was just doing his job, and ViCi just couldn't fight back against him.
What was exceptional was his aim and his individual skill. And that's, you know, you could say that about a lot of the Tyloo players. Honestly, their whole approach to that first map really sort of reminded me of, like, I've been watching a lot of GSL lately in StarCraft, and it's literally like, you cheese the opponent, and if they can't beat you doing it, you just keep doing it until they respond. And if they don't respond, you just win. You just keep running at them.
That sounds like the Chinese region in a whole. That sounds like Tyloo's strategy a lot of the time. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see if they can do it again for a second time as we do head to Inferno. But before then, it's time for a break.
Con out before too long. Replace the lyrics in our songs. When we meet a friendly face from the stars and take a bite out of this planet of ours. Where would we be without supply and demand? The sky is full of people waiting to land. And circumstance never gave us a choice. I'd like to think that we can still use our voice. We're moving faster than before. We must.
Second map on the horizon. This time it's going to be Inferno, and Tyloo are here with some passion burning, just like the map. Can they take this 2-0? They were certainly looking for a 16-0 over on the first. Let's see if they bring the thunder as we head to the second.
I cannot wait for that one guy in chat. You know who you are. Tyloo, they picked Inferno. They've only got a 14% win rate on it, Kevin.
That is actually quite problematic when you really think about it. So it's the case of you've seen MIBR do it, now Tyloo going to be following that as well. Look, it could work out for them. They're obviously coming into it with some good form. Maybe they have a good read domestically. Maybe the scrims are going well for them. But 14%.
It's from Pro League, man. It's from Pro League. They went to Pro League, different roster.
Yep.
They managed to take like 10 plus rounds on some European teams that are quite good. They're not that bad on this map.
14%. You know what would happen? Okay, here's the whole thing, right? You look at that statistic, it doesn't matter. Imagine me going back to my parents and going, I just had an off day, so I got 14% on this exam. You already know what would happen at that stage. It's just not good enough.
Oh, jeez.
No? You don't agree? 14% is not a good... It doesn't matter if you're versing like great teams or whatnot. It's still not a great statistic to have.
Who was it the other day? I think it was ViCi with like the 18% win rate on pistols, and then we just didn't know where that was going. They didn't need the pistols to win the match anyway. But speaking of matches, we need to get back into the action. It's Inferno, and it's going to be myself and Pilski to bring you the action this time. Kev, how do you think this is going to end, and will you be back on the mic for a third map tonight?
Look, I'm hoping I'm back on the mic for the third one, but I mean, Tyloo have been looking pretty good, and they're picking up the pace towards A-Site, Mac.
Yeah, straight up diggity into the action. 20 seconds already passing off the clock, and Tyloo passing straight onto site. The double pit setup not quite working out. It doesn't deny the bomb from crossing. Summer coming in late and looking pretty good. And Dan King will go for the trade, but it's Kaze to lock it down, and ViCi looking like this is the first time they've been in the lead in the series. All it took was that CT pistol.
Yep. Got themselves off to the start that they were looking for following a very one-sided defeat. Were able to pick up the victory against Tyloo on this map the last time these two teams played. So we'll see if they're going to be able to mirror that performance. It's going to take some step-ups from some of these individuals on ViCi. But we'll see if they're capable of it.
Well, they have been able to start on their favoured side as well. Oh, smoke goes down, and Tyloo, they realised this situation, but they didn't know that Advent was hiding in the smoke himself. He can't find himself a third, however. And the nade will double it up for Zoking. Last life of somebody who can't get any work done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 2 30-second rounds in a row. We are trying to get this one done as quickly as possible, it seems.
I don't know if you were watching the last map, Mac, but it very much was Tyloo running at ViCi. And ViCi not really running back, and now this map is starting off with ViCi running at Tyloo. So I feel like it's going to be one of those games. It's just we're throwing tactics out of the window. Very much we are just going to be basically in a fist fight.
Well, both teams just shooting back and forth forever. Let's see if Orman is going to be able to hold his ground. He certainly does. Dan King, the victim this time at Banana.
These are the kind of initial duels that are so critical to win early on. Just to be able to set a precedent, to be able to boost your confidence and put pause for thought in your opponent's mind as to, next gun round, should I just run up Banana like that and expect it to work?
I couldn't agree with you more. But look at this double arch setup. It's so strong. Kaze should take point here. Zoking peeking on the contact. Oh, but Kaze won't be taking contact this time. It's Zoking. Gonna make his way forward. Oh, attacker disregards it for a moment. Beautiful spray transfer, but slowly with the punishment. However, he's going to be left in a 1v4 and will have to do the whole thing himself this time. Jam Young low on sight, but it's Kaze to save it. 3 on the board for ViCi, only 1 casualty up against Tyloo's gun round. This is looking like a much better approach from ViCi in the second map.
Yep, they've definitely had a good, long, hard think about how that last map went. Someone's had a bit of a chat with the boys.
The pep talk.
What would you say to get ViCi going like this, Mac? What's the pep talk?
The pep talk is, all right, boys, Tyloo, they've picked this map. They've got an 18% win rate on Inferno, so let's just do whatever we want, and they'll probably lose.
Nice.
Nice.
I reckon that's a pretty good pep talk. Just make sure they don't look up the statistics and where they come from. Just tell them 17% lol. Easy.
And then at the end of it, you have to go, all right, boys, win on 3, win on me. 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
No, you say win.
Win.
Nice, nice. Nailed it.
You can tell I haven't played in a sports team since I was about 8 years old. If not from that, then from my general posture, demeanor, and body frame in general.
I thought that was just a depreciation from the once rich sport masculine posture that Billy once had when he was a child.
Yep, the posture that was developed after years of leaning over a desk into your monitor very close.
Well, let's see if Tyloo can lean back into the round. They've copped a huge amount of damage on their approach at Banana, and oh, it's such an awkward situation. But as you've said, attacker's gone on the flank, manages to make the Deagle work. Now it is going to be Orman trying to fight for his life at New Box. Ooh. Good trades coming through as it is back to the 3v2, and ViCi might just be upset by some pistols.
The highest HP player doesn't really have a weapon to be working with. Nicely. Oh, attacker's just like, what? You think you're going to get the AK? Nobody. Manages to pick it up there. King edging out on those off angles, trying to find a headshot if he can, and he's found it as well. Jam Young goes down. It's all on Kaze. King's just swung wide and taken him out as well. Easy as you'd like for Tyloo on a full save, Mac. Not even a single set of armor. They get that done, and ViCi, after a very confident and high energy start that was full of bravado, that's sort of like a where's the party popper, the streamer? You know, we need that sad party.
A little bit of celebration.
Thing.
Oh, you want the sad?
Yeah,
Oh, well, you had Dan King. He was trying to be cheeky, then he went for a peeky, and it was a first round found by Tyloo. Now, it is going to be the 2-round lead still for ViCi, but Dan King on this line is dangerous.
Yeah, both players that you're looking at with those AWPs have got their hands on them. Tyloo, very slow approach from them, waiting for some aggression from ViCi. Now starting to mobilize towards Banana, take some control. There'll be 3 players over on that side of the map from ViCi. That means a lot of pressure on Kaze and Jam Young to hold down that A-bomb site. They're actually going to go for a retake on Banana, smoke onto the half wall and a Molotov to barrels if it does get thrown out. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Zoking comes in and will have full control of Banana here, but with 50 seconds, will we see the rotation come through? Looks like it is going to be ViCi sending a player back towards the A site. Boost up there at CT for Advent. But Tyloo, they're going for the double pump.
They don't have any delaying utility left, the CTs. Only just that one counter flash. And they're both playing from CT side. Tyloo, a Molotov onto main to retake control of sandbags and half-wall and prevent the aggression as they move back up Banana with 28 seconds on the clock. You do see Zoking is making his way back through CT side, actually.
Oh, but that sound was a tell, and the rotations will come through. Advent, oh, not quite spotted with the perfect timing of a flash as well. No one up on site just yet. 10 seconds to start to make their way forward. Molotov will force it back, but Advent takes a pick on his way back to CT, and Orman tries to get this one working, but the penetration isn't there. The bullets were just going into Narnia, it seems. And it's going to be so hard to hold this one for Tyloo. Given the situation, given these positions, somebody wants to continue fighting, goes to the sidearm, doesn't bother going for the reload somehow. How is he peeking Kaze over and over? It doesn't even matter in the end because ViCi get it done with 3 men alive on the retake.
Where are those bullets going, man? They're dead on. Someone make me a gif of that, please. I've never asked... Chat, I've never asked you for anything. Literally ever.
Not one time has Pilsky asked you anything.
All I just want is to know what happened there and to review it. And I don't, you could say, you know, all you have to do is just go on Twitch and just go into the VOD. And I will do that, because there's no way any of you are actually going to do anything productive.
Whoa, are you telling me that Twitch chat's lazy? Never would have thunk it. Well, into the 6th we go, and ViCi still.
Look, all I'm saying
Continuing.
is they're not going to do anything unless Text Guy tells them to. They're not going to listen to me.
All right, text guy. So we have a mission for you, Mr. Dex guy. Could you please ask chat to go and do the research for the boys? Thank you. All right, so Tyloo encroaching towards bracket now. Kaze tight line going to be held. Looks like slowly may go down if Kaze's feeling it here. But it's the standoff Dan King. He's waiting for a re-aggression at Archers. Molly dropped off no information.
Patience for Tyloo, heavily set up towards his bracket side. You do have Advent full jump spotting for information over towards Banana, which has allowed ViCi to commit 4 players towards this A bomb site. Tyloo now flashing their way onto bracket. It's a 2-man tower over towards jungle side, trying to find a one-way.
Oh, in comes the push, but there was that boost over the smoke as well. Not able to find any damage onto Tyloo though. But still, they've done nothing here at Banana to bait out this utility yet. And with 40 seconds, Advent still has a smoke and a flash to buy time for a rotation. But Tyloo's still at mid. They don't need to commit anywhere just yet.
They've thrown that wrap smoke, but they're not actually going to wrap the counter flash. That's full information for ZoKing, and now Advent under a lot of pressure drops the smoke. Going to counter flash as well and play close to it.
Straight through the smoke, they're going to have to go. Advent almost finds the lineup, but he's just unable to get anything cracking for himself. It's ZoKing doing the cracking through the smoke as the bomb gets planted for Tyloo.
It's only one player that has been picked through the smoke, but Kaze's able to pick up a second, and Tyloo, they don't have good post plants, forced to play from Banana and Barbecue.
But ZoKing wrapping round at the perfect moment. Beautiful shot from Slowly to even up the odds, but he's only got 1 HP remaining now. Surely Summer is in a strong position to trade him. But Summer's going to be trying to take contact first. He could have been spotted there, the shoulder. Maybe around the corner. There comes the push. Orman looking to lead the charge. They need to deal with everything, and they're dealing all the cards in their own favor right now. There it is, 5 on the board with another successful retake on the B site. ViCi are going to be catching Tyloo off guard again, it seems.
That bomb plant, though, and a little bit of lost bonus in the back pocket. Tyloo with plenty of money to be able to buy up again in a round like this. What is that, Mac? I guess it is like the recoil's going above his head, and he was planting while like crouching to the right.
Let's
all
go
the
with
bullets
that.
are recoiling up to the left, maybe. I don't know.
I'm so glad chat got that done, though. Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Because it is just me and you sitting here, Mac. There is absolutely nothing else going on behind the scenes.
Yes, casters control the game. We've known that for a very long time.
Definitely, yep.
Yep. There's no one out the back. It's just an empty backyard.
Don't look behind the curtain. Don't go back there.
Leave it alone. No. Well, you did enrage a lot of people in chat with that, Pilski. Someone actually let you know, though, that they're not lazy. They're just unproductive.
If you're mad at me, follow me on Twitter at PilskiCast.
Let him know how angry you are. Well, it's going to be ZoKing showing some aggression there, making Dan King quite angry as well as he's been picked off nice and early. And again, ViCi, another advantage, as if they needed anything else here.
Not the most ideal flash for Slowly, but he does peek off the back of it anyway. The point is that he had full faith that that was a good flash, and that's what teamwork's all about, Mac.
Teamwork. I've heard it makes the dream work. And as you can see, there's a beautiful utility utilized to support and retake the top of Banana there for ViCi. But with a minute remaining, Tyloo, they can double back at any point here.
Yeah, full control over towards that half wall. Orman's still got a smoke to fall back on towards this B side of the map. ViCi, man advantage, a lot of damage on Slowly. They're feeling pretty comfortable here, Mac. Smoke onto Rap side for ZoKing. Replies with that Molotov there. Now Tyloo getting ready to go for this apps bust. Summer getting that Moto smoke and the flash over chimney ready, so it's going to be on Jam Young to Be at
And
the right
it's
place in the right time.
just a matter of moments before they make their way through. Kaze picks off one quickly. Attacker wanted to go for the trade, but he's lost his legs, he's lost his torso, and he's lost everything, it seems. 4v1 now. Summer can't get it done on this map. He had a solid performance on Overpass first, but he has not been able to bring it just yet on Inferno. So there it is, 6 on the board for ViCi. Tyloo. The money is cooked again, and I dare say we're going to be seeing a half buy come through.
And Zoking's having one of these games. 13-4. You love to see it. If Zoking's fragging, ViCi usually winning. I've noticed that. I'm a smart guy.
You are. I've seen that forward.
There's
Huge.
there's a lot of room in this massive head for a big brain.
That's where I was going.
Not necessarily making good use of the space, though, I will say.
Well, Axo Pillar, you watch your mouth, boy.
Double nades. Could be pretty good. Oh,
That is beautiful. You love to see
it
it.
hurts. You don't love to see it, though. It's
Yes,
just
you
like,
do. So much utility damage without seeing the enemy. It's a freebie. The thing is, though, ViCi don't know how much damage they've done because they didn't peek off it. No one died. They just have to assume at this point. Very passive approach on the A side as well, so
Oh,
no information
stack.
anywhere.
They stack on coffins. Look at that.
Ooh, Orman.
Not as good as the last nades, unfortunately.
Gets away with it. Advent picks the first man off for the round, and Tyloo, they're going to be gifted the site, so it is just going to be ViCi looking to play for the retake. They've done it before and they want to do it again. This time Attacker at least causing some mayhem slowly as well with the Deagle. Oh! Second headshot found, but it's all up to him. Couldn't get that third working. It was Jam Young to come through for the trade. And I thought Tyloo might have been able to get it done there on the pistols, but it's ViCi with a solid start to Inferno. 7-1, the current scoreline.
Oh, the 1D. It was so beautiful. So crisp. Tyloo, they're going to take a tactical timeout. Whoever's head that was needs to be thoroughly massaged in this timeout, because that's got to hurt, seriously. Tyloo, I mean, it has been a very one-sided half. By the same token, though, in many of these pistol rounds, the CTs have been losing a hell of a lot of weapons, which does not really give you a very, very stable economy. They have a bit of money in the back pocket, but, you know, this is not an amount of money that Tyloo can not get on top of if they win 1 or 2 gun rounds here. Oh, no.
Oh, you love to see it.
Look at Attack, he's trying to get away. He just wants to escape. But it's too late.
Well, into the 9th we go. Tyloo have the AWP back in the hands of Dan King again. Full utility AKs for everyone else. But Kaze, look at this positioning. He's so aggressive here. And Summer, he's baited out the shot as well. Wallbang to follow, but Summer finds one on the Zoking through the wall himself.
The full setup to all departments. Some kind of inspection going on there. But didn't work out for ViCi. They weren't interested.
Bracket going to be taken by Tyloo here as we see a rotation from Orman looking to bolster the defenses on that B site. But Tyloo still deciding where they want to head now. Looking like ViCi are trying to read the tendencies and go for a retake here at Banana. Advent going in completely dry. Balls to peek that. He's crazy. And now after showing all this presence, Tyloo, they've counted the numbers. They're going to start to head back to the A site, but ViCi, it's the trick play. They are also rotating back to A. It's rotations left, right, and center.
Huge brain. Show 3 players on the B side of the map, then put 3 players on the A side of the map. Checkmate.
Well, let's see if it is checkmate just yet, Tyloo. They still need to make their way over on to A. You've got Advent dealing with them at Archers, although he's actually gotten off the line and allowed them to go through. Now it is going to be the force through the smoke. Orman, though, not expecting a second man. But Tyloo, who's its attacker, he's baiting outside of Library, lets the CTs go past, but Dan King finds the first Advent on the trade. It's attacker eventually making his move, but they still need to get this bomb planted. Summer clutches it out.
On Kaze in a 1-on-2. He's going to go for this. He's starting to creep through that Moto smoke, and he's been given the room to do it by Summer. But surely, as soon as Kaze takes a shot, one of these two players will pop out of their hard hold and trade him.
Solid positions to be hiding as well. Shoulder to shoulder, and oh, right below! Kaze almost makes that one work, but Attacker will shut him down, and there it is. 2 on the board for Tyloo. Better late than never, and still time in the half to salvage.
That no-scope connects, though.
Where is it? There it is. 3rd time's the charm, right?
Yep. Tactical timeout for ViCi. Tyloo's winning rounds, and they don't like it. They're going to talk about how that makes them feel. Look at that ADR for Advent. 7 assists. The feels. All that utility damage. And the bullets that he's spraying into the legs. Because that's what being an IGL is all about, Mac. You soften up the opponents so that someone like Zoking can go in, secure those frags, and just start building that confidence. And all of a sudden, he's 30 bombing, and then someone poaches him from your team.
And feel like a superstar.
Yes.
That's it. Boosting the ego. The whole job of the IGLs. Anyway, into round 10 we go, and Tyloo may just find some momentum off winning the previous Kaze, though wants to put a stop to it here with the AWP at mid.
Same kind of setup, same flash as well as last time. Tyloo making their way out Banana, have secured control of that part of the map. Orman very careful there. Don't want to be losing his life to Attacker swinging onto that angle.
A lull in the action as ViCi show a whole lot of respect to Tyloo, giving them some room to work with here.
Double balcony setup. There you go. If anything, I would probably be having Soaking being the one baiting for Jam Young there, but yeah, well. She knows what they're doing.
Be it as it may, ViCi have not been forced to do a thing. And there's only 45 seconds left on the clock.
Progression smoke up dig side from Summer. Trying to limit what information that ViCi has and telegraph and execute that doesn't really exist. And I think it's doing pretty well. They are keeping a lot of ViCi players over here towards the A site. Meanwhile, walking back towards B. It's the double setup. Orman drops the Molotov in time, though.
Solid positioning. Orman finds himself the single. Advent with 2, and now that's full control of the bomb. Questionable smoke.
Oh, he's got the scout flash ready, though.
Going to deny that bomb at being retrieved somehow, as Tyloo decide that they would like to keep the weapons alive instead.
It's a big brain smoke, Mac, if you think about it.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
To put the bomb down, you have to kill the CTs. How can you kill the CTs if you can't see them?
Oh, mate, that is a next level strategy.
That's the kind of big brain IGLing that comes out of the man Advent. So much experience.
Well, that's it. You can see he's going, look, we've got the bomb. We'll give it to them, but they'll still have to deal with this in 10 seconds. And they're not going to do that.
That's right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
That's way too sensible, though. I prefer the thought process that is that after you IGL for so many years in Counter-Strike, you come full circle back to the 6-year-old logic of, if you can't see me, then you can't kill me. Can't get me. Easy.
Solid theory.
I mean, Advent's been IGLing for literally like 8 years plus now, so I fully subscribe to the idea that's going to break anyone's brain.
Zoking going to pop a flash into Carps there. Was that actually a decoy?
That was a flash. No one buys decoy grenades, man.
Yeah, no, I just didn't hear the flash. I thought it might have just been my old age, you know, my boomer hearing. Well, slowly wants to go toe-to-toe with Kaze on the AWP, and it's Kaze winning the engagement, although it's baited out both the smoke and a Molotov here on the B site. However, that bomb is over towards bracket now. Orman could get caught off guard. Close range with the Tech 9, but somebody doesn't clear his corner. Drops the bomb behind him to at least not lose it there. But, oh, a little bit slow. Somehow makes it work. Attacker comes through. Belated, but makes it work. And Zoking fragging up a Storm right now. Slowly has a whole lot of ground to cover. But he'll miss the headshot. And Zoking takes 3 nice, yummy eco frags. There it is, 9 on the board now for ViCi. That's going to be the 7-round lead and a solid showing here on map number 2. Where was this on Overpass? That's what I want to know.
Dude, somebody like dropping the bomb behind him before going through that smoke is actually hilarious to me. That's like legit the person who comes onto your doorstep like soaked by the rain and they just give their feet a little wipe while they just walk into your house fully dripping. Just like, he made an effort. He tried, okay? But he's still going to go to it. You can't stop him. He's at least going to be polite about it though.
A man on a mission.
You cannot stop him pushing through that smoke even if you tried. Either way, though, speaking of pushing, you're looking at Orman all the way down towards the bottom of Banana. Punished for the push through the smoke by Dan King.
Doesn't get away with it that time. But Tyloo almost able to crack open the A site. Still a crossfire here, though. Bomb has gone down over towards the library. Smoke from Advent will buy some time, and he's in a solid position to deal with this, but there's time for Tyloo to wait this one out. Advent, toe's going to be tickled by the AK there. Now it's about time this smoke fades. Summer down below is going to be fully blinded. Great utility usage to help out Advent. And the bomb control is what ViCi are after. Going to commit to it. But with 50 seconds, somebody now, he's going to be pushing in the wrong direction. Looking to try and work some timing.
All right.
Or grab...
I guess he was going to wrap through B, but then he had a look at the clock and he was like, maybe not.
Maybe not. It
Maybe
looked like
not.
he just went to find some utility, but there's nothing there. Anyway, Kaze on this line. No one's really been able to peek him just yet. Oh, he actually goes to Archers, tries to make the read. But even so, he hits those.
Who would have believed you, Mac, that ViCi was going to be 10-2 up after the smacking around that they received in that last map? Crazy.
No one.
I think the matchup between these two teams is actually breaking me. Like between Road to Rio and this, I don't even know what to think anymore. If you asked me to predict who's going to win a map, I couldn't tell you. I don't think anybody could.
It's a crazy, crazy world out there. Well, 3-man early setup over towards the B site. Not going to find anything for ViCi. And all that utility they expend for banana control, they completely give up because they are going to go for the 1-4 setup, 4 back over towards the A site. And it seems to be the read because Tyloo are focusing on this position as well. In comes the execute. Oh, good flashes to force Jam Young off of the balcony there. Attacker couldn't find anything on the entry. Orman in the solid position. Somebody goes down to the pit. Jam Young deals with it. Great spot through the broken wall. And it's all up to Summer to get anything done again. But with the CZ, it's just going to be Zoking doing the damage himself. 11 now on the board as we head into round 14.
20 frags. Dear Lord, this man is banging. Bit of a half buy from Tyloo there. Tried to go for a bit of a Vega or something like that. Haven't seen anybody charging onto the site with Mac 10s like that for a while.
Isn't the Vega more over towards the B site? You smashed up banana?
Oh, you can do it anywhere.
Of course,
It's not a bomb site dependent thing. It's a state of mind.
Okay.
It's a way of life, Mac. How dare you?
It's a way of life.
Don't
I'm
tell me
so
how to
sorry.
Mac 10 rush, okay? I know that you're Mac, but you can't just... Oh, one of my ears just popped. Is this what I sound like? Ugh.
Out of nowhere. Pilly's ears. Giving us a tangent. Well, Dan King is going on a tangent of his own. It's through the smoke and Kaze finally falling. Now Tyloo could have found an opening back in the round, trying to win it from that 3v5 scenario. Dan King looking to keep ViCi guessing. He's gone back into apartments, looking to sneak his way through Carps now as somebody wants to go for the wrap on A.
they can get the trades out here. It could definitely work for Tyloo. Essentially, they got a 3-on-2 here on this A-bomb site. Orman could pick his timing correctly, though. This really is just a game of timing.
Certainly what it looks like, and with that flash, somebody still edges forward. Jam Young at the ready, though. He's been so sharp this map so far, and he wants some more as well. Zoking not going to be able to get it done so far, but he's got some damage there over on site. However, the crossfire again is way too strong. And as we head into the final round of the half, it is looking like exactly what we saw on Overpass, except the tables have turned, Pilski.
Because ViCi's some YB DJs, they got the turntables out.
Ah, yes.
Wicka woo.
Wicka wicka. Warrenator. Do you remember that ad?
I don't.
I think that's certainly just an Australian thing, and no one out there watching this is going to understand that, so I apologise. Well,
they wouldn't understand us anyway, Matt.
Probably not.
1-for-1 in middle for Zoking. Getting aggressive down there. Why wouldn't you? Filled with confidence.
Kaze's continuing. Well, I thought he'd edge forward, but as being the last defender on the A site, you'd be crazy to peek mid, but he's gone and done it. Bringing it to the 3v3. Crazy situation.
Another wide peak from Advent.
That's it.
You love to see it.
You usually don't see it.
Peak confidence from the man.
Oh, an attacker goes shoulder to shoulder. He's got himself a tiny gap, spotting the shadow, but Orman survives just barely.
Advent's got the smoke there to be able to throw down on that B site choke point if he wants to. But he's pretty convinced it's going to be a play towards the A-bomb site. His attacker's saving. It's 44 seconds. Is he saving in the last round? Mac.
Probably.
Mac, he's got the bomb. It's 35 seconds. It's the last round.
Na'Vi plays. Last second executes.
Last second play through apartments. Yeah, could work. He could actually make it onto the site.
Well, 20 seconds on the clock now. And there's going to be attacker on the trot, but Advent turns around at the perfect moment, and there's the timing. 13-2 is the half. You never expected to see this one. It is ViCi leading by 11 rounds as they head on to the offense. Let's see what happens in the second half. But before that, we have a break, so we'll see you in a moment.
Desert that needs the rain. I'm counting till I can hold you again. My heart is heaven bound. Oh yeah.
Well, second half is live, and let's see if there is much to play for here, because ViCi, they only need the 3 rounds on the offense to get this round over and done with. I'll get this map over and done with, rather. Now, heading into the second pistol, Tyloo, they are able to set the pace finally.
ViCi making their way up second mid towards this A bomb site where Tyloo have a lot of players. Dan King trying to do some of the USP work that we saw on Overpass, but cops a bit of a gush, which kind of symbolizes how most of this game has been going for Tyloo thus far. Trying to be aggressive, but ViCi have been smacking them around. Complete turnaround from the previous game. Couple of smokes flying out onto dig side and for that jungle wrap. Now, I'd imagine the Glock players are just going to be busting straight through these into this A bomb site, Mac.
Straight in, they're about to go. There's a woman. Goes for the loop around straight into dig now, but this double stack in pit, or triple stack rather, is so damn strong, and Dan King gets it done slowly as well with the double. And it's going to be the SE boys again doing all the work. Triple for slowly as ViCi goes straight into the meat grinder and come out looking like mince.
Much needed pistol for Tyloo to be able to put together. Unfortunately, I'd say it's a similar state of affairs to the last map. Very hard to complete these comebacks on the CT side due to the state of the economy. So I feel like it's only a matter of time before ViCi can put together the rest of this map. Same game as last game. You know what? Just copy-paste my commentary and get the guy on the soundboard in production to change Tyloo and ViCi.
All right, I'll ask. Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil, can we get that done? All right, thanks. He said he's going to do it for you as well. Well, it's going to be somebody doing the copying and pasting as well, making 2 kills look so easy.
Of course, he is going to continue forward.
I don't know what I was talking about. We do all the production here, right? We were talking about that before.
Yeah, true.
Dan King. Producing some mayhem himself over in apartments. Fending off the push. There it is, slowly to end it with a single kill himself. 3 for somebody this round. And Tyloo, they're starting to get some confidence with these easy peasy kills up against the Glocky boys. Now, a tactical timeout will be called from ViCi here. Hopefully that gives us enough time to create the Pilly soundboard.
This music is like more like a crime detective show, Mac. Mac, what happened here? This crime scene's a mess. Mac's just staring at me, not saying anything, he's just looking at me. Okay. Well, ViCi, they've had a talk through that one.
Mate, keep the role play to the bedroom, all right? We are here to do a professional job. 9 rounds in the lead. ViCi finally on the guns, but they are light on the utility. So let's see if they are able to set up for a victory here.
They're looking to do so. They've had plenty of time to chat about what kind of a strat they want to be going for. Lots of Molotovs exchanged back and forth in Banana, slowly taking some control over there. Slowly and Somebody were quite a formidable duo over towards Banana in these last couple of games for Tyloo. I think in their opening group match, if I remember correctly, those 2 lads were doing a pretty good job.
Certainly were. Well, looks like it is ViCi trying to make their way through bracket now. Opening pick comes through, but Attacker smashes his way through a smoke himself.
Somebody pushes straight through the bottom of that Banana smoke and gets himself a 2K somehow.
Ridiculous.
Picks up an AK. But Jam Young, interesting plant. If there's anyone who can complete a 1v2, it is this man. Makes a bit of noise jumping up into graveyard there. Surely would have been heard by Slowly. Tyloo just taking their time, waiting for a mistake. Somebody now starting to close in. What an off angle.
Could work out if somebody peeks first, but now in the solid position. I believe the shoulder was spotted there as somebody came around the corner. Molly to the perfect position, and Slowly is at the ready, and he's on fire right now. But it's Jam Young finding the heads of the first, at least. Slowly is there to trade it out, but no kit. As Pilski has pointed out, that is going to be another round on the board for ViCi. 2 more is all that remains, and that just comes down to a decision of not purchasing a kit.
Can you ask me why he didn't go for that, please?
Hey, Pilski, why did he not go for that round?
He didn't have a kit, so he would have defused the bomb too slowly.
Ah, of course, of course. But, that's not your finest, I'm not going to lie. I'd love to say it is. It's also not Tyloo's finest game either.
No, Tanking's got an ult though. So maybe that'll help out Tyloo a little bit more. You got to be able to laugh at your own jokes, to be honest.
You do.
No one else is going to.
Twitch chat certainly isn't going to laugh at them.
No.
But Dan King is going to be chuckling after that one. So King comes through for a trade, and that one will favour ViCi for the moment. Somebody needs to go big here, finds a first, but he will fall back, showing some discipline. Throw some util as well to buy some time for this rotation. Slowly goes through the edge of the smoke there, and he will cross to sight now. Somebody falling. But from New Box.
Look at Jam Young. That's all I have to say. Again, he's stuck onto this A-bomb site. Kaze going to refresh that CT smoke and just run back towards the A-bomb site. Jam Young's got full control over here. The problem is attacker in this jungle position could pick the right time to be able to get himself a bit of a freebie. And Jam Young hasn't actually secured that pit control.
No, I thought he was on site, but he was just sitting there waiting at Diggity for Kaze to come over and go shoulder to shoulder with him.
Oh, it's a lamp. Here. Very dangerous. Be careful, Kaze.
You're just turning the lights off, all right? He's saving electricity. Doesn't want to pay a big bill.
It's like shooting out a security camera.
They've just made some extra money by securing this plant as well.
Moto smoke goes down. Going to make it a little harder to go for that retake. Waiting for Slowly to join up with the rest of the troops. Attacker got a handful of flashbangs. Some are going to wrap up through carpet side and a double dig retake. Role reversal here as the T's going to rely on that pit site crossfire.
2 kits in play this time. Let's see if they can get on site in time. They've certainly left the time and tick down as Slowly will fall. Attacker with the trade, and now it's Kaze that just needs to let it tick down, and they have. There's no time remaining. There's no defuse. A similar round to the previous, and Tyloo have just thrown that one away by taking way too long to get onto the bomb site. Wow, 15 on the board for ViCi. 1 round away from taking us to a 3rd map for the series.
I think they've gone for that retake a little too slowly.
You can't use the same joke twice. It doesn't work.
Tyloo, they're going to force up here. Only Summer's the only one who's going to have a primary weapon, unfortunately, that's worth any salt. Get away from me. The rest of them just have pistols and armor.
It's like Slowly. Oh, very, very ambitious play, but it works out. Orman falling. But attacker falls himself, and now it is going to be Dan King looking to find himself a man advantage here, but he's going to be spotted for free. Zoking comes in through the flank, through the smoke at mid there. Now it's all up to Summer to go huge. Up here at Dark, he has a big job ahead of him. The lineup's there, but he doesn't get more than the single. It's actually Slowly to knock it down a notch through that smoke at Moto that started to bloom at the perfect moment.
Bomb planter goes down. It's all on Advent in the pit. He does have a Molotov to be able to drop, and there's no kit for the CTs. Drops it, but both of these Tyloo players just going to charge at him.
And let's see if they can speed it up in time. Advent stuck in the corner and slowly does it himself on the Deagle with the ace. That's massive and surely a confidence booster for Tyloo to maybe give them an opportunity to get back in the game. They're going to have to string 11 rounds together in a row just to play for overtime.
That's
and
one
then
of 11.
some more if they want to close that in.
Just 10 now. But still, I mean, they're not going to do it, Mac, but it's good to see them get some confidence rolling. Because if we're correct about, you know, Tyloo's 18% or whatever it was heading into this map, I invite you to go look at ViCi's win rate on on Mirage, sorry.
I'll give you a quick update. You do actually have some fans of your slowly joke in chat, so feel free to crack it for a third time.
Were they lolling in chat again?
They were, yes. Twitch chat. Good
Classic.
job.
Classic comedy.
Classic comedy indeed. And classic Summer as well, just happily pushing that. Peeking at mid for free. Oh no, it's Dan King to actually find the second pick rather for ViCi.
Take it easy, Dan King.
Whoa,
Already been removed from the Tyloo roster once. Let's not push our luck.
hyper aggression, securing another for Tyloo. And just trying to get those confidence boosters while ViCi's money was cooked. Now, as there is just over 4K for most people here for ViCi, we are going to see the full buy come through. Galil in the hands of Ormond. And just one round necessary for ViCi. But can they get it done here and now?
They got a much better buy than the T's have access to. Really not the utility you want to be working with on this T side. ViCi much more focused on trying to take control of carpet where there is a two-man setup for Tyloo. Just waiting.
Oh, he's been here a few rounds, though, so surely Jam Young's at the ready. There it is, headshot found, but Attacker spins around. Looking like a pinwheel of his own. Dan King reacts in time, but he's in no man's land, and he will be shut down. So it's all up to Slowly here on the A site to cause any extra chaos. Can't quite get himself a third, but has bought some time for the rotation from somebody. And somebody has that AWP in hand, finds the first. Both those T's way too far away to go for a trade. Good flash, though. Somebody playing mind games now. Kaze doesn't have his favoured weapon in hand, but gets it done with the AK regardless. Beautiful one tap to close it, and there it is. ViCi take map number 2 before we send it to a third. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a post-match breakdown for you on the other side of this break.